Métis and Inuit people. We are racing to
Welcome, ladies and gentlemen, to the 2024 ACAC Women's Soccer Championships. We have the bronze medal game going on for the women. It has started, and it's between the Keyano Huskies and the Red Deer Queens. We've already announced the starting lineups, but I'll let you know who's playing for each team as the starters. as the play will carry on. First of all, for the Keyano Huskies, midfielder number 4, Harleen Singh. Midfielder number 6, Nicole Gauvin. Fullback number 8, Heidi Fontaine. Midfielder number 9, Ayla Toller. Midfielder number 10, Natalie Orellana. Fullback number 13, Marissa Mester. Fullback number 16, Addison McLean. Winger number 17, Rofida Khalil. Midfielder number 19, Anka Weinbergen. Center back number 23, Chloe Weber. And the goalkeepers number 1, Galen Vernon. And the head coach is Tiffany Fontaine. Now for the Red Deer Queens. Defender number 4, Fatih Cisse. Defender number 6, Jatu Cisse. Midfielder number 8, Olivia Lundell. Forward number 9, Alicia Cools. Midfielder number 10, Paige Kalfleisch. Midfielder number 11, Michaela Fujimoto. Forward number 14, McKenna Leslie. Defender number 15, Peyton Eric. Defender number 17, Kyra Ramiki. And forward number 18, Kennedy Van Aragon. The goalkeeper's number 1, Jana Leskowicz. The head coach is Maziar Payro. So our best of success to both teams. We'll keep you posted as to what's going on. And if you'll notice on your screen, you will see the clock, and it shows the score, and it also shows the time. As we're just into the second minute of play here. And that's a nice goes off one player, and it's going to be Red Deer's ball, and they're going to throw it in from the near side. The weather is rather nice today, considering the time of year. We're hoping there's some forecast between 12 and 2 for a little bit of precipitation, and we're hoping that I don't mind it falling around Grand Prairie, but we certainly do want that not here on the pitch. We'd like it to occur some other place, and if it can do that, we'd be more than grateful. But we have a big lineup. We have the women's bronze medal game that's just started right now. Next will be the men's bronze medal game. Oh, that was on the head, that one. And then we're going to have the 2 gold medal matches, gold for the women and then followed by the men. Following each game, we're going to be presenting the medals and any other awards that come up. So we will be presenting the bronze medal games, medals after this game. And again, the same thing with the men. Now, after the gold medal matches, we add into it the tournament all-stars and the tournament MVP. And then we award the silver and gold medals. So a big lineup of things that are going on today. Yesterday, those who happened to be watching some of the games, our first 2 games were tied after regulation. And so both of them, we have a breakaway here for Red Deer. And here's that, look, kick. Here comes the kick. And just too high as it goes, a little bit wide and over the net, but a really nice attack by Red Deer. But we did the first 2 games, so we were behind by an hour and a half. And so it took us a little bit longer to get through the day. And hopefully, just on the basis of team travel, for one thing, as some teams are likely going to be going home after their games today, if we can... Not that you want to deny anybody from fighting for that tie and then going into the extra time and performing that way. And if it does occur that after the 2 15-minute halves it's still tied, then we go into penalty kicks. And so there's a whole lineup of potential opportunities of play for the day. Right now it's Red Deer who's making the attack, and they're sending it down onto the wing, and there is the race. I always enjoy that part of it. The teams, and part of their offensive strategies is to, in fact, send somebody down. So they send a pass, and then it's a race. Now, you're going to see on both teams, some of their forwards are real speedsters. And so if you can get that ball so that there's no offside call, but if you can get it to go over and get them running after it, it's just creates a tremendous opportunity for the team to make a try for goal. So it's I just really enjoy it. And um, ladies and gentlemen, you're going to see some tremendous athleticism from these players. There's just they do some amazing things, and it's just a joy to be able to watch them. Here's Keyano, and it gets it through, and then they're doing some of that nice little passing, but the stingy defense of Red Deer is right there. Now it comes back out, and the Huskies got to do it. There's that give and go passing. Oh, and just missed on that one, but it's going to go to the end. That's going to be a goal kick. And so here we get ready for that part of it. Now, players to watch that have done well thus far for Keyano number 9, Ayla Toller is just had a tremendous tournament, and so watch out for her. She's always the threat on the offensive end. And also on that team, number 14, McKenna Leslie, there's two individuals who make things happen on, McKenna is on Red Deer, number 14, and those are two ladies that make things happen. If you're playing defense on them, you've got to be very knowledgeable or aware of where they are, and then do your best to check them very closely. Here comes the corner kick. Goes up there. It's always a little scary to me when you see that many players that are going up. And we're going to just hold it for a minute there. We have our Red Deer player, and sometimes I think what occurs, they'll have somebody that's jumping, and then they come down, and the player lands on their feet. In other cases, we've just had cramping issues. So Sam Schofield, who's the infield official, he's going and he's checking things out, and it looks like she's okay. She's going to carry on. You're going to find that soccer players are very resilient. They take injuries and bruises, and they just keep going. So here is Ayla Toller, and she sends it in. They're trying to get that winger in there, and Red Deer is very quick. You got to be quick in this game. Get those passes quick, and then you got to get the movements going. One of the things that Red Deer is going to have to try to work around is Anka Weinbergen. She's number 19, and she plays I think that's the center back position. And she controls things on the back end for Keyano, and she's got a tremendous talent. And we watched yesterday where she went from defense, and then they were making the attack, and then up she goes to join the offensive attack as well. Here's the cross shot, good header. That's going to go in. First goal of the game goes to Keyano, and we're going to try to find out exactly who that is. And so that's number 13 scores that one for Keyano, and that's Marissa Mester. And so we'll find out that information about confirming the goal scorer and assist, and be right back in just a minute. And that ball goes in and taken taken care of nicely by the Red Deer goalie. That's Jenna Leskowicz. So the goal score for at the 9-minute mark of here this opening half was scored by number 13, Marissa Mester. She's had a couple of this tournament already. And the assist goes to number 17, Rofada Khalil. So the first goal around the 9-minute mark, and it's a 1-0 game with Keyano out in front. And here comes Red Deer trying to get that to that end, and that it doesn't quite make it. So it's going to be the Huskies throw in. So that first goal, 9 minutes. I make my notes because it helps me to get any kind of summation. So, all right, there we go. And so, 1-0, and we're back into the action now. We've had some really exciting games. So, I must admit the ACAC Soccer League does not disappoint. You're seeing outstanding individual and team play. And teams that we have in the ACAC are ranked nationally through the CCAA rankings. And like I said, you have some really very solid play. A welcome to the folks from the Fort Mac area and Red Deer area who are watching their teams play here on ACAC TV. We hope you enjoy the production that we produce for you. And one of the things that I keep reminding people is that you are allowed to turn the sound off so you don't have to listen to me all the way through this. Just enjoy the game because it is fantastic. And it's, ooh. You know, there's good positioning. That was a really good example of things that I've watched. There's some really good individual skills that I see a comparison to basketball, which is the sport I get more involved with. And I just really appreciate when the defender is able to block off or hold off the offensive player and then getting control of the ball. So it's a nice skill, and you'll see it when we mostly see that and where it's a critical time is when there's that kind of a break. And so the defender is getting back and getting the right position, and it has to stay in balance so that they can then effect the trapping of the ball and keeping it under control. Oh, and that goes off Red Deer. Unfortunate for that, and then goes out of bounds. That was Paige Kalfleisch. This is a little cool out here. We don't have the sun out. It's nice and warm up here in the booth, but these girls are playing in some pretty cool temperatures, and we hope it continues to warm up for them. Here comes the throw in for Red Deer. And using the header to try to make the play, that's Chloe Weber. And Chloe comes up, and then she sends it down, and that's just going to go right out of bounds, and so that's going to go over into a goal kick. The other thing that I've been very appreciative of and I'm very happy to see is the quality of coaches. I've had the opportunity to work a little bit with each of the coaches on their rosters, and I must admit, learning from them, working with them, they're very respectful of the game. They're as helpful as they can possibly. Oh, Anka steps on the ball, and then there she goes back. She's got to really be careful. That's McKenna Leslie. She's can do a lot of really good things. She's a very skilled player, and she's taking it down the side, but Anka sends it out of bounds, so it's going to become a throw-in. And so with today's game, we have two outstanding coaches for Red Deer. Maziar Payro, he's been with Red Deer for 10 years. And he started out as an assistant coach on the men's team and then took over head coach for a year of the men's team. He then left the men's team and came to the women's team as the head coach. It's his 5th year coaching the Queens soccer team. And he is very proud that he was able to take the women to nationals in the 2022 season and was also the ACAC Coach of the Year in 2022. So thank you, Mazir, for all that you do for the Red Deer program and wish you all continued success as you continue to coach in that program. For the Huskies, we have a free kick, penalty, not a penalty kick, but a free kick coming on. And there comes in, here, they switched around the kicker. You know, that was a really good shot. It was just about a foot and a half on the wrong side. McKenna, Leslie took that. But what a nice shot off that free kick. And you just saw that curve of the ball, because I think we had a good camera angle at it. And that's always an impressive shot when you can put that little curve. And going for that right corner up there was the right shot to make when you have that opportunity to try to get that into that spot. So there's McKenna Leslie, and she's trying to get that up. It's taken blocked there by the Huskies, but so now they're going down on the far side. Here's the race, and then here's on this side. Well, there was an opportunity there missed. She's going to be looking at that tonight and saying, I had that goal was wide open. That was Nicole Gauvin, and a great play there on the part of the Huskies as they came from that far side, passed it over, almost had a tip in there, and then Nicole, unfortunately, was just not able to punch it in at the last part of it there. So it remains a 1-0 game in favor of the Huskies, and they're still going on that far side. Here comes that kick across, and it goes too far, and it's going to go out, so it's going to become a goal kick. But that was the same kind of play that we had just witnessed a little bit before. We're in the 18th minute as we get ready for Red Deer to do their goal kick. And that goes out wide, but that was a nice kick there by Keyano, Natalie Orlana. Tiffany Fontaine is the coach of the Huskies, and she's done a lot of playing and coaching. She said she found her love for soccer in 1991. I'm just trying to catch that. That's a bad angle for us to see. There's you got two of the best players, or two of the top players in the tournament there. Anko Weinberger and McKenna Leslie having a little bit of a battle, but it carries on. And they're just trying to make that connection, so Red Deer's going to go. She found her love in 1991 when she started playing with the Fury, with the FMYSA. Within her first year of playing, she made Team Alberta and continued on the path to play with Team Alberta until 1999. Her grade 11 year, she was carded with the U19 Canadian National Program, and then went on to play at the University of Colorado Boulder for 4 years. During her player years, she attended Western Canada Games, Arctic Winter Games. There's a nice shot, and that's going to go over the net. Canada Games, Arctic Winter Games, and Alberta Summer Games. Her coaching career started immediately upon returning to Fort McMurray. She coached the Keyano Huskies men's team, several grassroots divisions, the Arctic Winter Games junior girls team, and most recently has coached the U9 and U17-19 girls Fury teams. She has won 3 provincial championships during her time coaching in the Fury program and captured a silver ulu. Those are amazing trophies, folks. We got to see them when we hosted the 2010 Arctic Winter Games here. This is going to be a free kick for the Huskies. Recently, she completed her learning facilitator education and holds her National B license. Tiffany Fontaine, she's doing a great job up there in Fort Mac, and we wish her all the best. But just when you go through the things that these coaches have accomplished, the things that they've participated in, it's truly a little motivating to get involved. So if you have an interest, folks, in coaching, it's a very rewarding career. And the nice thing with it is that if you're in either Red Deer or Fort McMurray, I am sure that the coaches at their institutions will do. Here comes a break, and that's knocked out of play. But guess who was going on that break? McKenna Leslie. You have to be really careful on that. Now, I don't believe she's hurt. I think she just tied her shoe. But that was good defensive work by the Huskies to get there and then knock that ball through the end zone, so it then becomes a corner kick. And I think that's McKenna Leslie that's going to be taking that corner kick for Red Deer. Here's one of these plays. I just love corner kicks for all the good and negative reasons. Here comes the kick. Oh, there was a good header by Red Deer, but just wide of the net. So Kyra Ramicki is trying to get that down. It's not out of bounds. It's going to become a throw-in for the Queens, and it's done quickly. Oh, left it right there. Now we're going to see McKenna Leslie gets it out over onto the wing. Then back to McKenna Leslie, and she takes her shot, and that's gobbled up by Galen Verdon. Galen's had a good tournament thus far, playing very well, and here they are in the bronze medal game. So those bouncing balls, a little tougher to kind of corral. They're trying to get Ayla Toller down, but she's checked. Nice little move there by the Red Deer player. I think that was, not sure who that was. That's one of the things with the jerseys. I can see this, the back of the jerseys really well when they're over here. But then they're small on the front, so it's really difficult. And when they're on the far side of the field, it's even worse. Okay, and here's, guess who? McKenna Leslie. Nice little quick pass inside, but that's checked by the Huskies, and it's going to go out of bounds, so we're going to have a throw-in by Red Deer. Red Deer is pressing on this offensive strategy, so we're seeing some really good in active play. We're in the 23rd minute, so we don't have a long we're about halfway through the first half. Here's the Huskies taking it and setting it down. I think that was Natalie Orlano. Nope, it could have been Chloe that took that one down, but there goes. Now, that went out of bounds, so it's going to become our Red Deer hit. That was good hard work and try to get there and try to keep that in play. And I think one of her teammates has given her some suggestions to where they want to get things going. So, and that's it's Natalie Orlano that was chatting there a little bit. One of the biggest things with any sport game is communication. There we have offside. And so that was done right in front of us, so we got a really good view of it. But offside is called, so it's going to be sent up, and the Huskies take that ball. And there they go, and they're going to send it in. They're trying to get it out to the winger, and knocks it in, but easily taken care of by Jana Leskowicz. And there comes the kick. Oh, there's the header. And Anka sends it down through, and then she's going to follow it in. She gets it back to her teammate and over onto the near side, and they're sending it down onto the side. That was done by Harleen Singh. And unfortunately, that goes out of bounds for the Huskies, but it's going to be Red Deer's ball with the throw-in down on the near side. And that's taken by the Huskies, who intercept that. Ayla Toller. Oh, there's a kick by Natalie Orlano, and that's going to go wide. That's going to become a goal kick. And, my hats off to these wonderful volunteers who are in behind the goal keeps, behind the goals. And they go and get the ball and then bring it back and put it in behind. And it's a beautiful thing that they do, because when they have goal kicks, instead of the goalie or a teammate having to run into the far corners of this end zone, because it's an end zone for football, then they can just go to behind the net, and there's the ball. Oh, here's a shot, and it is blocked there by the defense of Red Deer. And now it's centered down, but Anka Weinberger has it, and then she was that was a nice aggressive play by Red Deer to come out in front of the player. Well, there was almost a retaliation there by Marissa Mister. So there's going to be kick. That ball is coming back, and it's going to go to Red Deer. Red Deer is going to be kicking. Now, one of the things, too, that Northwestern Polytechnic is really pleased that they're hosting the 2024 ACAC Women's and Men's Soccer Championships. This could not have been done without the valued assistance of some really good supporters and sponsors to the program. We have Pomeroy Hotel, who is the presenting sponsor. They've been outstanding supporters of a number of things within, and that's going to be Red Deer's, yeah. A number of events and activities within Grand Prairie, so we're very thankful. They're the presenting sponsor. The City of Grand Prairie has provided a $5,000 grant, and we thank them very much for that. And then you'll see some of the councillors, and I understand the mayor is going to be here later on. We also have Subway's donated food and stickers. ATCO, the tents, and you can see those tents that the players are making good use of. And Culligan has donated water, and Superstore has donated food and drinks. So thank you very much for your very kind support. You make Grand Prairie look really good in the hosting of many, many events. Red Deer is coming up, and that ball is going to be intercepted by, I think that was going to go to Natalie Orlando, and then she let it keep going. I don't think she was quite ready for it, but now good communication between Anka and her goalkeeper, Galen, to make sure that they know who exactly is going to be taking the kick. And she sends that down. Oh, there's a nice little block. Rofida as Khalil. He sends it. She's got Ayla Toller with her, and she gets it into her. And back to Natalie Orlano. And they send that one in. And play is going on. Oh! There's another goal by the Huskies on a nice play. And I'm wondering if that's, we're going to find out exactly who scored that, and then we'll update you just as soon as we get confirmation. Ladies and gentlemen, we just got confirmation. In the 26th minute, Keyano Huskies scores their second goal, and it is scored by Marissa Mester, number 13, and assist is number 17, Rofida Khalil. And the two of them, that's the second goal for Marissa and the second assist for Rofida. So they just, on the basis of the tie or the goals, the only thing that changed was the minute. And this occurred in the 26th minute. So it's 13, and the assist is number 17. So the game right now in its 30th minute, it's Keyano is up two goals to 0. We have lots of soccer left to play, but a nice play there. They've done that a few times, and that's one of the things that you really appreciate when they should go down and make. So we just had a little technical glitch, and that blew the headphones off my head. So here comes the Red Deer, and they're on the attack, and the Huskies are trying to clear that out, but there's good and that's going to go. I tell you, folks, I really enjoy, and I get a kick out of it. It's the same thing that we get in basketball when we call a foul on somebody and they look up at you and say, "What? I didn't touch them." And I get a kick out of the reaction of the players when the foul is called. And of course, we have a really good view of it up here in the booth, so it's a little bit easier for us to say something. But the other thing I do find, especially in basketball in some cases, is that sometimes the players don't realize that they did something. So it's an interesting one. Here's, nicely done by the goalkeeper. That was a really nice kick done by Red Deer to come in, and the goalkeeper was able to make their way through and then catch it and bring that ball under control and smother it up. There's Ayla Toller, and she's sending it back. That's Harleen Singh. And over to Marissa Mester. And trying to get that inside. Here's another move and another shot, and that's going to go over the net. Nicely done by the Huskies on that particular play. I think that was Rafida Khalil that made that shot. I've said it all the way through this tournament. When you get a shot, you take the shot. You never know what's going to happen. You don't know. Well, we're hoping that we have no precipitation, but I know that when we've had some rain on some regular season games, that ball gets really slippery. So you just never know. Take the shot. Here's Harleen Singh, and good stop. Good stop by Jenna Leskowicz on that shot. That was nicely taken by the Huskies, but equally well done by the goalkeeper who keeps that going. There's McKenna Leslie, and she sends it. That's going to go. The Huskies. Look at that play. I just love that. Unfortunately, that little pass from Kyra went out of bounds. It was intended for Paige. So we're going to do things again. It's gone back to the defense, and they're sending it back to the goalkeeper. That's going to be Harleen Singh, and her header goes out of bounds, so it's going to be the Queens throw in here on the near side. And they've got Paige is ready, and they're trying to get it to McKenna Leslie, and why not? So that's Harleen Singh, and it's over to, it's back to Harleen now. She's trying to send somebody through. That's Ayla Toller. She's going to get it into the middle to Marissa, and I think she's trying to she takes a shot that's blocked by the defender, and then a nice save by the defender as well to get that ball away from the Huskies player. And it's coming over onto the far side, and they're trying to see where, and the kick in went off the defender. And so now Harleen Singh picks it up, and they're going to keep going. Back over here to number 8, Heidi Fontaine. Yes, there is a relationship there to the head coach. Heidi's been playing some good soccer. And that's going to be a goal kick. And there's our tremendous volunteers out there collecting that one. And sometimes we even have, when some of the players they do a little bit of warm-up in the end zones. And so we see them out doing that. And I must admit, I really do appreciate that. I think that's a really nice touch. And that ball, trying to get that give and go play. They get that part of it going. Now taking a look. Just missed on that one, but back to Anka Weinbergen. And she sends it over onto this side, and that's Nicole Gauvin. And that's going to be a throw in for the Huskies. And that was Heidi Fontaine is going to do that one. She's going to send the ball in on the throw-in, and then she sends it right back to Anka. And gives it right back to Heidi. And just couldn't quite keep it in bounds to send that ball down on the side. Throw into Red Deer. Nice move by Ayla Toller. She was trying to get that across. They make it happen. Here it comes, Rafida. Khalil has it. She sends it into Natalie Orlando, gets it right back. Now she tries to get it into Ayla Toller, gets it in, Ayla's trying to get some maneuverability and does a nice shot, but it's wide and a little bit high. But nice play by the Huskies. There's some, even though they're making those shots, you got to understand there's some really good defensive play by Red Deer. So what I really appreciate is a player who can stay in balance. And I'll keep talking about it all the way through this tournament. When you have somebody that is in balance, they can move quicker, they can perform their skills better, and it just creates opportunities or takes an opportunity away from your opposition. So it is so good. I'm especially pleased when you get to watch some of these players and their balance. And I tell you, we have some really skilled players. And that's going right back to the goalkeeper who sends the big boot down. And that was just a little too far, but Kyra comes up. And there's McKenna. Boy, I tell you, watch out for her. And Marissa Mester sends it back at Heidi Fontaine, and it's there. Oh, that's taken care of by a nice little play by Red Deer. That was number 11, Michaela Fujimoto, who got that particular attack wound up and going and pursued the play. Harleen Singh is the one who gets it back, and she's going to get it back in the center of the field and over to Natalie Orlano. They have been two stalwarts in the center of the field and helping out on defense and offense. And, that pass was aimed, I think, for Marissa and just behind her. Ayla Toller almost had it, but the Red Deer defense has stepped up and takes that ball away. So we just started into the 38th minute. We go to 45 minutes, and then we have a 10-minute break, and then we're back for second half action. At the end of the game, we will do, first of all, the player of the game, where we recognize outstanding performances from a player from each team. And then we will have the bronze medal presentation. So the bronze medals from ACAC will be presented to the winning team. So that's immediately following the end of the match. And that pass on the through ball just was taken care of by the goalkeeper. And so I think the Red Deer player given some instructions. I thought it was a nice play. It was just, we didn't have the other player going in on it. But I think that's a great play when they can just forward that pass in and there like that. Oh, just a little too far. But when you can get that, you want to create a 1-on-0. And so if you can get that pass to go in and you get that 1-on-0, then you have an opportunity to do something. We're going to have a substitution for Red Deer. We're going to find out who that is. It's really tough for us to catch the number as they come in, but we'll ask the crew and we'll get some confirmation of that. And so here comes the throw in for Red Deer. And Anka Weinberg just sends it back down. And here comes Red Deer again. And they're being checked. There's just a tremendous amount of checking going on from both teams. And everything that you can do to just disrupt the play. Natalie Orlano, and she gets it over to, that was Nicole Govin. And Ayla Toller interrupts that one and sends the play back. And I have no idea. I think that was meant for Chloe Weber. Oh, no, there's the breakaway. There's the breakaway. And the goalie came out. But Anka Weinbergen made the save, the stop on that breakaway. Really well done by Red Deer and a good defensive play. And there she steps up once again. But here's the thing with it is you have to know what you're doing. So the goaltender came out. I think it was a smart move when you had that breakaway to prevent a potential goal score, and it didn't quite work as well as she wanted. But then Anka Weinbergen stepped right in and took care of that play and saved any potential scoring opportunity. I think that's Liana Dasuki. I'm going to see if I can find out. I think that's number 13. Yep. Into the game now for Red Deer is number 13, Liana Dasuki, and she's on the defense side of things. And it's going to be a throw in down here, way down here on the Deer side, and here comes the throw in. It goes out into the center. Oh, and that pass over to Ayla is going to go right through. And once again, Red Deer is going to have the throw in, and they take that and they get it to McKenna Leslie, but it goes out of bounds, so it's going to be a throw in for the Huskies. We're in the 41st minute. We have a 2-0 game in favor of the Huskies. Once we get to the end of the first half regulation time and we finish any stoppage time, that goes off Red Deer, so it's going to be a throw in for the Huskies. But we will, once we get to the end of that, we will then have a 10-minute break, and then we'll be back with second half action. And right now the action is hot. These teams are, they've gone through 3 days of solid competition, and they're playing extremely well. It's really enjoyable to watch outstanding soccer, and both teams are adding to this. They're well coached, and they're playing their little hearts out, which is fantastic. Now back to Anka. And she sends it down, trying to stepped on the ball, get back up, keep going. Trying to get it over onto their left side of the field. They've had good success thus far over there, so I think they want to keep trying to get it over there. Harlene Singh is going to pick it up. Sends it back to Heidi Fontaine, and it gets back to Harlene, and she sends it back to Anka, so they're going to reset. Nice little move there by Anka, and she sends it down, and Ayla Toller is chasing it, and she's going to be blocked out very well by Red Deer's number 15, Peyton Eric. Here comes the goal kick. And there's a nice step up there by Liana Dasuki. Just couldn't quite get to it, but I just love it when they come from behind and they get in front of the opposition trying to take away that pass. There we have Michaela Fujimoto with it for Red Deer. She's going to send it down, and now the race is on, and here comes the goalie again, and just neatly takes care of that one and sends it out of bounds, and it's going to be a throw-in on the far side. Here it comes in, and that's Alicia Cools with it. She's got some good moves, folks. Sends it back. Now there comes the kick inside, but it goes to the Huskies, and they're going to clear it down. And you got Ayla Toller with it, and she's got some people to beat, and then she's trying to get through, but there's Liana Dasuki gets her, tries to get that outside, but it's stopped there by Marissa, and they tries to get it back to Ayla. Good defensive moves by Red Deer to prevent that from going any further. Heidi Fontaine now with it, and she tried to get that up to Ayla in the center. And they're going to try this one again. Yeah, one of the things I do enjoy watching is how the teams will reverse the ball. And then when they do that, the way they command space, so they spread the defense. They use the entire pitch. And here it is, nicely going back to the goalkeeper so everybody can get rearranged and reset, and then off we go again. So Heidi was trying to get that into, I think that was Natalie Orlano. And smart play on her part, sends it right back to the goalkeeper so they can reset. So she's just playing with it. We're approaching the 45-minute mark. So I think they're trying to just keep control of it. Marissa Mester, and she sends it to Ayla Toller, who has Nicole Gauvin on this side, and she takes the shot. Scored! Nicole Gauvin has scored the third goal in the 45th minute. We're going to get confirmation on things and update you in just a minute. Okay, so the third goal was scored by number 6, Nicole Gauvin, and the assist was Marissa Mester. So Marissa has 3 points in this game. She's been involved with each of uh, the scores. So at the end of the first half, we have a 3-0 lead by the Keyano Huskies here in the bronze medal game of the ACAC Women's Soccer Championships. We'll be back in 10 minutes. Be careful.
One, two. Testing 1, 2. 1, 2. 1, 2. Testing 1, 2. Test, test. Test 1, 2. 1, 2. Test 1, 2.
So, welcome back, ladies and gentlemen, to the second half of this exciting game between the Keyano Huskies and the Red Deer Queens. Currently, at the end of the first half, the score is 3-0 in favor of the Keyano Huskies. We have 45 minutes, give or take, left to go in this particular game, and Red Deer is going to start off with possession of the ball. The goal scorers we had for Keyano, 2 goals were scored by Marissa Mester, and the third one was scored by Nicole Gauvin. So we have a 3-0 game as we get going here in the second half. This is the women's bronze medal game. So immediately following the game, we're going to do the player of the game presentation, and then we will do the bronze medal presentation. So we'll have, they're kind of going to be set up and together, but we'll have likely different presenters for each of those. But that's going to take place immediately following the end of the game. There's a goalie taking care of business that way and sending the ball back down the field. And Red Deer is going to do just make sure, I thought they were going to give it to the goalie. And it's going to be a throw-in for the Huskies on the far side of the field. Now, the other thing is at the end of the women's gold medal game, we'll be doing the tournament all-stars and MVP, as well as the gold and silver medal presentations. And almost connected on there with the Huskies, and now you see there's McKenna Leslie. She's been a solid player for Red Deer. And they send it back to, I think that's Jacques Cisse. And she tried to get that up in the center. Now there's the race for it to go back. It goes out of bounds. So it's going to be a throw-in for the Huskies. Okay. I'm not sure it's because Red Deer was. They were pointing in their direction, and so they're saying, "Who's getting it?" Here it is. This is the Huskies who got the throw in, and Natalie Orlando loses that one, and it's going back to Jatu Cisse. So they're getting some things going. There might have been some substitutions. I just noticed that for Red Deer, I'm trying to just check to see who's in, but the numbers that are out there seem to be the same numbers that I have on my sheet. So my assumption is that we haven't had much in the reference of substitutions at halftime, trying to get things going. There's going to be some good pressing, I believe, by Red Deer as they try to get back closer into this game. Right now, down 3 goals to 0. And that one is racing down there. And Kyra's getting that. Oh, she gets back in time. Peyton Eric with it. And Kyra's going to get that back, and she's going to send it down, and it goes off and out of bounds, and it's going to go to the Huskies. Huskies are in white, and Red Deer is in green. Both teams very well coached. And outstanding. We've seen some fantastic play. I tell you, ACAC's got a very competitive soccer program. And that one came in, but it was taken care of by the Red Deer defense. And that one was missed by everybody. So here comes Red Deer now. Oh, my goodness. And it's coming over to Kennedy Van Aragon. That was set up by Alicia Cools. Good header there by Rofida and Marissa as they try to get some things going. Harleen Singh gets it over onto the far side. And the ball, they were trying to get that. I love that when they try to get that breakaway and somebody gets the opportunity to go in and make a shot on goal. Here's McKenna Leslie, and she does some nice maneuvering and getting it to her player, and that's now set up and taken care of by the Huskies, and Anka just sends it right down. Part of the strategies in some cases that you're going to see when a team is ahead, they're going to get the ball and they're just going to send it down, and then everybody's going to get back and play defense. So get ready, folks. This is a physical game, and they're going to play. Chloe Weber sends it up into the right wing, and that's taken over. Oh, they're going to be a call against the Huskies, so that's going to be Red Deer's free kick. And they're getting ready now. Here we go. Olivia Lundell is the kicker. And that goes back to the defensive, the Huskies, and they send it right back. Oh, there's a little bit of a break now. Ayla Haller, and she's got Marissa Mester. And Marissa's trying to get that, but the good job in the defense. And again, I tell you, there was didn't quite get the good handle on that one, Harleen, but here comes Red Deer. There was a nice play. Oh, here's a break on the left side for Red Deer, racing down, trying to get that shot, and it goes a nice shot, but taken care of by Galen Verden, who has been playing well in the net all weekend long. But that was a really good break by Red Deer, who took that ball on that far side, and a good shot. You never know, that shot is a little bit up, and you have to make sure that you got good hands on it. There's Ayla. Oh, and that was just wide. But that's that other thing. That was a good shot. And I'm always encouraging people that when they get to a certain spot, don't wait for the perfect play. Take that shot, and you never know what's going to happen. Like if that one is a little to the left, who knows? So now it's going to be a goal kick. Here comes the left foot. Nicely collected there by Red Deer. That was Kennedy Van Aragon. Oh, and that's intercepted. And Ayla, she tried to get Harleen free up there, but couldn't quite connect. There's Kennedy, and she's sending that one through. That's being taken care of by Alka, and she gets it up onto the wing. And that was not quite what she wanted, but Addison McLean sent that off, and it's going to be the throw-in by Red Deer. And that goes into McKenna Leslie, and she's taking a look, and she's got a player. Now they're just trying to connect on the outside. Now it's taken over by the Huskies. Nice play by McKenna Leslie, and almost finished that one off. That was, I thought, a really nice idea to go to the outside of the player. Unfortunately, the Husky player just kind of stepped in and knocked it away. But well played, like a well-positioned shot. And that goes, it's going to be a goal kick. And so they're going to, both teams are going to reset. And as we get ready for this goal kick. And it looks like now Red Deer is going to have one of their defensive players. Oh, nice kick. Well, there's a battle going on. You have a very strong girl in Anka, and she gets that control of the ball, headed there by Rafida. And then it goes off now. Rafida has got it, and she's going to get it back to her defender, Addison McLean, who sends it right back to Chloe Weber. And I think she's going to send that right into the goalkeeper, who puts the boot to it, and it goes nice and high. Ayla Toller tries to get that one, but Kennedy Van Aragon's got it, and she sends it up, but it's a little too far for Michaela Fujimoto. And there goes the ball down again, and Rafida going to try to keep that in play. She'll work from that near side, and the pass doesn't quite make it, but the Huskies are able to contain it and keep control. There's the stalwart in the center, Anka, and they send that ball over to her, and then they reset. And so back and forth a little bit just to get things organized. Down it comes into the center area, and that was blocked neatly by Red Deer. They can send it back, and Chloe Weber with it now. And then she sends it over. She's got Rafida there. They're onside, and then she tries to get that right in and just kind of misses. There's the nice, look at this shot, look at this shot. Good job, goalie. Good job, Janet Leskowicz on that. Kept her eye on it all the way and got right under it and just smothered it. So there's no rebound whatsoever. Chloe Weber sends it back to Anka, and that is checked there by McKenna Leslie, and Anka gets back in time. Natalie Orlando into Ayla Toller, and that's broken up, but not quite. It carries on, and you've got Marissa Mester. Oh, nicely done by the goalie to get her hand on it, and as a result goes off the post and out, so it's going to be a corner kick. A nice little break there by Marissa Mester, and a good shot and a good reaction from Jana Leskowicz to get her hand on that and send it out of bounds. Maybe she didn't get a hand on it because it's a goal kick, but she was there, so good for her. Here come the Huskies once again, and they're continuing to provide that pressure. And here we have, well, Fada is trying to get that in. She gets it back in. Ayla Toller is there. She sends it out to the wing, and that's going to become a corner kick. This time I'll watch the official signals to make sure I got it right. But I thought that other play, Jana had to be sharp on that one, and I think if it would have been a little closer, I think she would have had been able to tip it anyway. But well, here we go. Corner kick. Here it comes. A good header, and it's going to go out bounds. Nice kick. When you have, I've watched throughout, you have some kicks that are going to go far over past the goal, and the intent is you've got a bunch of your players that are there trying to head it back into the goal, and some come right into in front of the goal area, and others are in front of it. There are some that have a really quick play, and then that person who's out a little bit more then drives it in. So there's different things that can come with it, and it's always interesting to watch the play. So Rafina's having a little bit of a chuckle as she ends up slipping on that one. And that one is throw-in goes to Red Deer, but they're battling for it, and Jatu ends up winning that one. They're still going on that, and that's Red Deer's number, I think there's number 5, Grace Smith. And she could be an individual that came in that subbed in at halftime. We're going to do a corner. Oh, here they come. Throw in. Back in play, and it's going to... they're coming in to set up. So now it's going to be a corner kick. And so now you see the teams that are going to line up. First of all, the offense is going to try to get their position as to where they want it. And the defense, you see them setting up to their intent is to protect all areas. You really try to deny access into the area. And there is a header there done by Orlando. And the headers are going. But, oh, here comes Red Deer now. And they're... McKenna Leslie, you got to be careful. She's got some speed, and she's got a player with her. And she gets that over. Chloe Weber is right there, and she sends it down, but not far enough. They're carrying on that wing. And then here comes the ball. That was broken up by the Huskies' defense and off the header and then out of bounds. So it's going to be a throw-in for Red Deer over on the far side. Nice play there by Red Deer on that break. And again, trying to get it down onto that wing and then kick it into the goal area where your teammates are trying to then put it in the net. And we have somebody is down from Keyano. And that, I'm looking at the shoes, and they've called the trainer out. And that looks like Anka Weinbergen. And to lose her is a big hit to the Keyano squad. So we'll see what happens. The trainer is out taking a look. The worst thing is that I would rather them go to the legs and see things as opposed to going up to the head. Always concerned about concussions during the course of the season. We've had a few concussions, and you know it's something that you have to take care of right away and make sure that things are good. Concussions can bother you for a long, long time. So I'm hoping that everything is okay. The teams are now kind of gathering. So again, just a reminder at the end of the game, we're going to have the player of the game presentation, and then we're going to have the bronze medal presentation. So we'll have the teams lined up, and then we'll do the player of the game, and then we'll move right into the medal presentation, because then we want to make sure that we carry on and try to keep our games as close to on time as possible. And that's Anka Weinberger. And it looks like she's okay. She's on the side. They're still checking through with her. And Sam Schofield is over there to make sure things are good. Teams are then going to get back into their playing position. So as it is, we're going to see they have to come off the field. And then once play resumes, then they're allowed to come back in. So hopefully all goes well, and she'll be back on the pitch, and things will be good. Instructions are being given by Sam Schofield. And so they're just going to send that right back to the goalkeeper, who's going to knock it down, and Anka's back on the field. So things look like they're okay. That's good to see. Here's Red Deer setting things up. Nice play going in. You got to run. You got to run. And just a little too much. I couldn't quite connect on that part of it, but I love those plays when they're trying to get that, free that person up, use those lanes that are open to make other things happen. And in some cases, it's a quick shot on goal, or in other cases, it's a matter of getting a pass to one of your teammates. So here comes the goal kick by, goes over to Anka, and then over to, well, it's back to her, and then she's going to send it down the field. And Ayla Toller sends that further in, and Marissa Mester is chasing that one. And it's going to go back to the goalkeeper, who sends it out, and that's going to go out of bounds. And it's over on the cement area, so my intent is that we can players be very, very careful. We've had a number of athletes that have slipped on that. That's cement. That's going to hurt. So I hope they're all being very careful. We have a substitution that's coming into the game for Keyano, and we're trying to find out who that player is. And we'll let you know as soon as we can get a good view. It's still going to be another throw-in for the Huskies. And it looks like it's going to be number 14, Luca Van Rijn. And if that is correct, welcome to the game, Luca. Red Deer on the attack. And there it goes. They're going down. And then the goalkeeper's coming in and booming it down. Ooh. That was just, well, that's coming in. They're playing. They're going back. But I thought that you never know what's going on with those headers on those high balls. Personally, I wouldn't do it, but I'm not out there playing. Oh, there's a nice pass, and it's going, oh, my goodness. Just a little slip with that, goes out of bounds, so it's going to be a Red Deer throw-in. Out of bounds once again, stays with Red Deer as the throw, and Kyra's going to take that. We are now in the 64th minute of this game. We're going to 90. And right now it's a 3-0 score in favor of Keyano. Bronze medal game for the women's side of the ACAC Soccer Championships. Here's Rafida is going down into that near side, and she's still got control. And it goes out of bounds, and it looks like usually when they leave the ball like that, it means a corner kick. So that looks like Ayla's going to get the ball that's in behind the net. And yeah, She's coming over and they're going to get things set up. And I think that's Harleen Singh that's going to do the honors of the kick. And you can see the players all battling now. Oh, that was gone out of bounds. When I was watching what the goaltender was doing, and Jana was coming out, and you saw that she was going to try to knock that ball away, which is a good keeper move to get that and push it out. And then you have your players that will then take it and take it down the field. And it got knocked out. I'm not sure if it was her exactly that did it. But then the Husky player just tapped the ball and off it went out of bounds. Ooh, stopped there by Ayla Toller. And there's a goal by Ayla Toller. And that's in the 66th minute. And that's going to be an unassisted goal. And I'll just get some confirmation on that. So it's confirmed that's an unassisted goal by Ayla Toller, and that makes the score 4-0. That was done in the 66th minute. And here's a little bit of a break, but the goalkeeper has that one in hand. We also had coming into the game for Keyano, number 21, Madison Tyson. So after that goal was scored, then the substitution came in. So in the same 66th minute, we had Addison Tyson is now on the field, and she's one of the defenders. Now Red Deer making up the push once again. Nice play in there, but it was broken up. But Red Deer gets it right back. That's Michaela Fujimoto who's making those things happen. And so it comes out over onto the near side, and Harleen Singh with it. And that's taken away by McKenna Leslie, but she's called on the foul, so it's going to be a free kick for the Huskies. And it's just, they're passionate about it. They want to make sure that they can do everything they can to get the ball. And so you can't blame them. McKenna's just a very ferocious player. I just love watching her play. And all she wants to do is bring Red Deer up, and they're looking at trying to get a little bit more even with the score right now. And so there's the desire. And as you do that, the adrenaline goes, and you're going to try to do everything you can to get control of that ball. So Grace Smith has it, and she's sending out the win. That's intercepted. Nicely hit the top of that fence and stays in bounds for the players. And I think that is Jaku Cisse who threw that one in. And there's Mackenzie. And then she's getting ready. Oh, she tried to get that into her player, number 9, Alicia Cools. Couldn't quite get there. But she's always a threat, so you got to be really careful when she's out on the pitch, and especially when she has the ball. Ayla Toller with it. She's been doing some good things, and she sends it in. But Marissa Mester probably wisely decided not to go in after that. That would have been, I believe, an offside. And so we're going to have a goal kick by Red Deer. And so they have things set up. Then ball on that far side. Trying to keep that in play, and does. Olivia Lundell, and gets that in position. And there's McKenna Leslie, and then she's sending in Grace Smith, who's breaking down on the right side, and that one goes off one of the Huskies, and that's going to end up being a corner kick. I think that was, she was really made a tremendous run to get down to the ball and then try to get that in play in front of the net. So good on them. That was Grace Smith who did that, and now Red Deer has got a corner kick. So we're going to watch the action in front of the net. You see where the Red Deer players are positioning themselves, and then from there, their goalkeeper is really directing where she wants them to be. And there's that process where she knocks the ball away, and Red Deer is still chasing it and going to keep it under control. And they have, that's McKenna, and McKenna is going to take that right on the side and send it through, but it ends up with the Huskies kicking it. But they still have it. Grace Smith had it, couldn't quite control it, so it's going to go out of bounds and it's going to become a goal kick. But good play by the Red Deer Queens to get that ball inside to with the intent of getting a shot on goal. I really like it when you see a really nice play, and even though it doesn't end up with a goal, it's just watching the athletes in action and making good plays is just an exciting part of the game. Kyra then takes that ball and sends it down, but that's broken up again by Anka. And then she sends it down, and you've got Ayla Toller, who is onside. And then, oh, good save by Jenna Leskowicz. Ayla Toller was having a break. She got in, she got past the defense. It was an onside play, well done. And then took that shot, and Jenna had to be sharp to block that and send it out of bounds, so it's going to be a corner kick. And here again, corner kicks. Everybody's getting positioned, and here comes the kick. And it goes through. Nothing really happens there, but Red Deer is now taking off with it, and off they go, and it's down further, and it's just a little too far. Unfortunately, Alicia wasn't able then to catch up to it, so it's going to be a throw-in by the Huskies. But a nice break coming out from Red Deer and pushing it down and just about connected because they had some of the Huskies kind of stuck up front as they were just finishing off on that corner kick. So good on Red Deer to make that particular play. And it's going to go out of bounds again. And it's going to be now Red Deer's throw in. Kyra's about to take that one. So Red Deer has that, and they're sending it down, and that's onside, except it's out of bounds. Nicely done by Red Deer to pick up that ball and not let it go any further, and then give it to the Huskies. I've spoken about this all weekend as well. I really like when I see outstanding sportsmanship being played by the players on the field. And that one is a throw-in right away taken by Kyra for Red Deer. And now the Huskies are trying to get some things going. And, well, you're seeing two people side by side a lot, and that's McKenna Leslie from Red Deer and Anka Weinbergen for the Huskies. So obviously she has the task of following McKenna around. That's Anka. And that's a tough job to find. There's a lot of speed down there and a lot of skill. They're there on the far side taking a look, trying to get things set up. Here we have, they back in, and it's short. It's unfortunate. That was Alicia Cools who was trying to get that shot into the near side of the net. So it's going to be a goal kick. And we're now in the 75th minute. So we got about 15, 16 minutes to the end of regulation time. And then undoubtedly we'll have a little bit of extra time. And then if the result is the same as it is now. Oh, might have been a handball, and it's outside of the box, and so Red Deer is going to be setting that up. Now here's a good opportunity now for Red Deer to get a really good shot on goal, and their intent is not just to get a shot on goal, but it's to make sure that it goes in the net. That's what they're going to be looking for. So you've got, I see it's McKenna. Leslie is there, and also with her is Olivia Lundell. I think they're getting some instructions from the coach as to what they want to do. But meanwhile, the rest of the players are all in action, and here goes the shot, but unfortunately it's too high, and not exactly the kind of kick that McKenna wanted. And so it's going to be a goal kick for Keyano. So right now, we're in the 76th minute, and it's a 4-0 game in favor of the Keyano Huskies. Reversing the ball, getting it up. Doing this, you always look, I look for the triangles of what they're going to do, and then I look for the reversal. And then that's that quick pass that goes down. Now here comes, you got to run. And that's going to go, and I think that's going to be a corner kick. I don't think Kyra agreed with that. I saw that when the ball went out of the end line that she was pointing over, it should be a goal kick. So then she's questioning the call on that. But right away, she pointed over to a goal kick, so there was some reason that she thought it was gone off one of the Husky players. So now she's set back. They're ready to go. Here comes the kick. And that was knocked by the goalkeeper, and Red Deer gets rid of it. There's a little jostling going on. Oh, nicely done. Got to take that ball, get control of it. They're getting it in. Oh, good move by Ayla to get around Kyra, and that's going right into the goalkeeper. So wisely picked that one up. And we have Natalie Orlano that was down. I think they had a little bit of a collision. And I'm also seeing for Keyano number 16, Addison McLean is doing a little bit of limping. And so it's going to be the goal kick. It's going to go over to Red Deer for the kick. And it looks like Natalie and Addison are okay. Although Addison is doing still a little bit of limping. She seems to be moving better now. So on the far side, it's the Huskies with the ball. And they're coming right in. Oh, trying to get that one from into the outside, and just missed on that one. So it's going to go out of bounds, and that's then going to be Red Deer's throwing. And yeah, you take it nice and easy on that cement pad. Thank you very much. And here's Kyra with that throw in. Some good headers by the Huskies. And that one nicely stepped up by Red Deer to get that one. Oh, and there, okay, missed on that one. But goalkeeper Jenna was right on the spot and able to corral that one and smother it up. So, off Addison McLaren, and it's now going back up to the Huskies, and then they're sending it. Oh, and Chloe gets beat. Anka is there to send that out, and it's going to be a red. Oh, obviously it went off a Red Deer player, so it's going to the Huskies. And so there's that really good movement that I really like, and you see a lot of that in basketball, and I just appreciate the skill to be able to stay in balance, like I said, and then ward somebody off. This is going down the line. Harleen Singh is after it. She's got it, and she makes the kick across, and that's taken care of by Kyra of Red Deer. And I think that's going to end up being a throw-in. Or maybe not, because I see Anka Weinbergen coming down. So it looks like it's going to be a corner kick, and everybody is getting set. This is a fun play. I like this one. And, oh, I tell you, one header and then hit the other Red Deer player and then went nicely out of bounds. So she didn't score it herself. But that was a very boom, boom, very quick from the heading that one of the players did, and then just the ricochet of it went off one of the Red Deer players. So Anka sends it in right to the back, and then they send it back in, neatly taken care of by Red Deer to get it out of there. And there's that control factor. Where are you going to go with it? And they're coming back into the inside, and then takes the shot and right at the goalie. Well done, Jana. And so as we approach the 81 minute of today's game, that gives us about 9-10 minutes of regulation play. And here comes Grace Smith, and she sends that down, intercepted by Chloe Weber, who sends it back down. Kyra from Red Deer sends it back to her teammate, and Kyra gets it back. Oh, there it is. Huskies have got it, and they're setting things up. And Anka with it. And she, I think she was looking to send it into Natalie and then come in and help out. Here we have Red Deer. Alicia Cool's got that under control. And now it's over to Michaela Fujimoto. Gets it to Grace Smith. There's some ricocheting going on there, but McKenna Leslie comes up with it. And then she sends it over to the far side. And there they keep it in play. Here comes the kick from there. And there was good defensive moves by the Huskies to keep McKenna away and not give her a crack at that shot, that pass that came in. So here's a little bit of that tic-tac-toe passing that is so impressive, and it comes down into this near side, and that's Marissa Mester with it. So she's gets it over, and it's still in play. Still in play. Oh, and it goes out of bounds, so it's going to be a Red Deer throw-in. That's it, Arlene. I love that. I love that when you see good sportsmanship up there. Hands her the ball, and then they're getting ready for the throw-in here on the near side. We have a substitution, and I think that's what they were waiting for. Into the game for Red Deer's number 12, Jada Marquardt. So at just approaching getting into the 83rd minute, Jada Marquardt comes into the game, and she replaces number 5, Grace Smith. So there's that reversing of it, trying to get that ball under control. And it's over onto the far side, and Alicia Cool's trying to get that one under control. And now the Huskies have it, and they're going to send it right back to their goalkeeper. So Ayla Toller with it. She sends it right back to her defense and back to Anka, who then sends it up onto the right side. Chloe Weber sends it out to their right winger. Still has it, gets it back. Oh, that's going to get intercepted. But then she is able to collect that one back. And the ball goes down, but Red Deer now with it. And that's Peyton Eric who has it, sends it out to her winger. And they go in, they're going right after McKenna. And so, that is a self-score. We're going to have, that is going to go, I'm not exactly sure about how they do it. I would assume the last person who touched it from Red Deer is going to get credit for the goal. We're going to find that out. We'll be right back. Okay, so that is now confirmed. The goal scorer for Red Deer is number 14, McKenna Leslie. I told you, you got to watch out for the girl. And the assist is Kennedy Van Aragon. And the process of that, unfortunately, the defender was trying to get the ball out, but knocked it in. And we still have players down. We had, for the Queens, number 7, Anessa Herod came into the game. And there is a sub coming in for Keyano, and I just couldn't get that. I forgot the number. Okay, so now we're back, and Anka's being carried away. So there's obviously some deeper issue. We're in the 88th minute right now, so there will be some extra time. The score is now 4-1 in favor of Keyano. That's a big loss for the Huskies. That they're gonna carry on. It's going to be. Let's see how many we got out there. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. I think players that are carrying her off are players that are on the pitch. So they're just waiting till they get her settled, and then the players will come back, and then we'll get to the 90th minute, and then they're going to play the extra time. So I think what we're just waiting on right now are those active players to get back on the pitch so we can carry on. We also had, I think, we had another substitution. I forgot who it was. So we'll try to get to that as we can. Now, the other thing, I just had an update in reference to what we're doing. So immediately following the game, we are going to do the player of the game presentation for each team. And then we're going to do tournament all-stars that come from these particular teams. And then we'll present the bronze medals to the winning team. So that's what we're going to be doing. So we just kind of got that done, and we have who the presenters are going to be, and I think we're kind of all set. So we'll be ready to do that immediately following the game. Now, I go and do that on the PA announcing, so you'll be watching it and just enjoy it, and I'm sure you'll be able to pick up the numbers. We'll try to get that to you, but it's a long presentation when we're doing medals as well. So hopefully that you can at least catch the player of the games and find out who the player from your favorite team is being recognized for their outstanding performance in today's game. Tight checking game. It has been that way all the way through. Harlene Singh. That's real fine. That's sending it back to Addison McLean. And that's going all the way back. And there's the boot by the goalie. And it goes, and it stays in the field. It bounced in the little sidewalk and then back into the field. So it's going to be a throw in for Red Deer. And here they go. Kyra's getting it on the far side. They're lining things up. in Red Deer. Anessa Herod is up in front there. She came on just recently. And they're trying to get things organized and ready again. And that's going to be Anessa Herod with it. And she's got a player with her now. There, McKenna Leslie is there, but that's called on the offside. So that nullifies that attack, and it's going to go to a kick, and it looks like it's going to be taken by the goalkeeper, and that's Galen Burden, who's had a really good game. And she was down there for a little bit after that last play, and then she's up and running, which is good to see. And she sends that one down on that side, and I think, Kyra took it, but it goes off the Husky, so it's going to be the Red Deer throw-in. And so I think that was stop. I don't know if that was a handball or what, but doesn't matter. Here comes the kick, and that's headed out by the Huskies as Red Deer try to get that quick play going. Here it comes down Ayla Toller, and she gets by one player. She's got another one to beat. She's sending it over to Rafida here on this side. Harleen Singh with it, and that's broken up there by the defense of Red Deer, and they're starting to get things going. So Red Deer, that's Jatu Cisse, and she gets to McKenna Leslie, and they're trying to get it up to McKenna on that wing, and just a little too hard from Anessa Herod, but that's the play that you're always watching out for to see how things go. We've now reached the 90-minute mark of regulation time, so we're now into extra time. And the score at the end of regulation time is 4-1 in favor of the Keyano Huskies. And again, we'll have player of the game, and then we're going to get right into tournament all-stars and bronze medal presentations immediately following the game. So stick around and see that. That goes out of bounds by Keyano, and that was Luca Van Ryn who sends it over. So the next ball is coming in, and there's Kyra over on the far side. She's going to do the honors with the throw-in. And it comes in, but it's taken care of easily by the Huskies. But that was almost a continuation for Red Deer on that, but it goes out of bounds, so it's going to be a throw-in for the Huskies. Here we are in extra time. And Red Deer sends that one in. They're trying to break their player through, and I think that was Anessa Herod that they were trying to break through. But it's taken care of by the goalkeeper. Jatu Cisse has got the ball. And that now goes back to Peyton Eric. And they're doing some neat little passing, and they're trying to get that one up to their wingers, and that's McKenna Leslie with it. Neat little move there. Sends it back to Jatu Cisse. Here we go with over onto the far wing, and that's broken up by the Huskies. And so they keep going and get that into Marissa Mester, and she sends it back to Ayla Toller, who sends it. They're doing some nice passing. Harleen Singh Madison has got that, and she gets it back to, that's Natalie Orlano. Oh, and that was into the center. McKenna Leslie just missed getting that one through, but Anessa Herod tries to get that up and gets it up to her winger, and they're getting things set, and off they go for the race. And that's neatly taken care of by the goalkeeper, and good defensive move by Chloe Weber to keep players away. Here we are in extra time, and then carry on with the play. Rofida's got it. She's got it going down on the side, still in control of the ball, trying to just maintain that control of the ball, sends it back. And they go over. Addison Herod gets that one, and guess who is going down on the sprint? Mackenzie Herod, but Chloe Weber goes down and kicks that away, and they're going to give the ball to Red Deer. Chloe didn't quite agree with that one, but it's going to be a throw-in for Red Deer here we are in extra time. We've had a few tough injuries to contend with, so we have a little bit of extra time. And then, like I said, immediately following, we're going to have the presentation of the player of the game and the bronze medals and tournament all-stars. And that's knocked out by the goalie, Marissa Mester with it. And then that's been taken away. And that's going back to the Huskies. I thought it was a good defensive play, but it's going to be Huskies. And they're going to have the free kick. And here it comes. Oh, no, not quite. Chloe Weber going to do the honors. She sends it up. And a good header there by Red Deer. Rafina is trying to keep that in control, but sends it to the Red Deer squad. And there we have it, the end of the game. The final score is Keyano Huskies 4 and Red Deer Queens 1. We're going to have player of the game and then the other award presentations momentarily. Thank you all for watching. Hope you enjoy the presentations that we're about to make.